Hi students, today we will be doing factorization, part 1. The lesson objective is to do factorization of 2-term, 3-term and 4-term algebraic expressions. Now the prior knowledge required is, what are factors? A factor is a number that divides another number, leaving the remainder 0. For example, the factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and definitely 12, the number itself. So these are the factors of 12. So you can see that when you divide 12 by any of these numbers, the remainder becomes 0. So that is a factor. Now factorization is also called the reverse of expansion. Why is it so? If you have 5x plus 2y, if you're asked to expand it, it becomes 5x plus 5 multiplied by 2y, which is 10y. So this is an expansion. Now factorization is just the reverse of it, where you will be given 5x plus 10y and you are asked to write it as a product. You take the common factor and this is how you do it. So this is why you call factorization as the reverse of expansion. Now let's start with the first part. Now the first question, 5a plus 5b, you can clearly see 5 as the common factor. So you take 5 outside the brackets and the remaining a here goes in and the same plus sign, and you have the remaining b. So this is how you write it in a factorized form. The next question, 2y squared plus 3y. Now there is no constant number which is a common factor, but you have y squared and y here. So you can say 2y squared is 2 times y times y. 3y is just 3 multiplied by y. You have y as the common term. Yeah. So that's a common factor. Y comes outside the bracket, and what remains in 2y squared is just 2y and the same plus sign, and you have a 3 here. So this is how you're going to write. Question 3, you have 15x and 9x squared. So 15x minus 9x squared. 15x can be written as 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by x, and 9x squared can be written as 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x. So I knew 15 and 9, they are multiples of 3, and you can see that 3 is a common factor. Any other term? Yes, you have an x there. So 3x comes outside the bracket, and in 15x what is left is a 5. So you have 5 inside the brackets, minus, you have already taken the common factor, so the remaining is 3 and x. So 3x comes here. That's your answer. So one quick tip that I would like to say is that once you take the factors outside the bracket, whatever remains can be put in place of the values inside the bracket. So try to find a logic like that, which will make things easier. Now we are in level 2, factorize the following expressions completely. We'll be dealing with 3 terms here. First question, 6a squared plus 4ab plus 2ac. Now 6a squared, which is 2 times 3 times a times a. 4ab is 2 times a times b. 2ac is 2 multiplied by a multiplied by c. So you can see that the common factors here, you have 2, you have an a, and that's it, no one else. So you write the common term 2a outside the brackets, and what remains in place with 6a squared is 3 and a. You can write 3a there, plus you have 2 and b, so you write 2b, plus here it's just a c left. So this is your final answer. Now for the second question, you can do the same method, trying to find the same terms, the common terms in all the 3. You have m here, and you have m squared, which means you have m multiplied by m, so you have one common m there. So it's just the m that comes outside the bracket, the common factor, and remaining is a plus 2b plus m. Now this is the answer here. If you feel confused, you can do the same thing as we did earlier, like writing ma as m multiplied by a, 2bm as 2 multiplied by b times m, and m squared as m multiplied by m, and the rounding method. You can do that, so m outside, and so this is a pretty easier question. In question 3, you can see 2 as the common numerical value in all the three. So 2abx, you have 2ab squared, so b squared is b multiplied by b, and you have 2a, you have 2 a's and a b. So looking for the common factor here, you have 2a common in all the three, b, b and b. Yes, you have a b here in all the three. So what is the common factor? 2ab. What remains is an x, plus you have a b here, plus you have an a. So that's it, that's your final answer. Moving on to level 3, factorize the following expressions completely. We have 4 terms coming in. The first one, ax plus ay plus bx plus by. Now in this question, you cannot have one common factor for all the 4 terms. So let me just group them. I'll be grouping them as ax plus ay, and I have bx plus by. Looking at the common terms, I can see that I have a as common here, so the remaining is x plus y, and this is the same plus sign that I'll be putting. And from this part, I have b as the common factor, and again x plus y. Now if you look carefully at these 2 terms, like ax plus y and plus bx plus y, I have an x plus y term that's common. So here I'll be taking x plus y as a common factor for both these expressions. So x plus y being the common, what remains here is a, and you have a plus b. So this is how you solve when you have 4 terms. Now doing the same case in this question, I try to group them. Okay, so these are my groups. I have am minus bn plus an minus bn. Here I have m as the common term, so I take a minus b. The same plus comes down, and here I have n as the common term, and what comes inside is a minus b. Now looking at both the expressions, I have a minus b common in this term, I have a minus b common in the second term. So I just take a minus b as my common term outside, a common factor from both these expressions, and what remains here is my m plus n. So this is my final answer. Doing the same thing in this question, you have xh plus xk, and you have yh plus yk. So I'll be taking x as the common factor here. What comes inside bracket is h plus k. Bring down the same sign plus. Here yh plus yk, y is my common factor, and I have h plus k remaining. Looking at the expression, I can see h plus k as the common factor in both these terms. So h plus k comes out of the bracket, and what remains is x plus y. So the final answer is h plus k times x plus y. So factorizing level 3, 4 terms needs a bit of attention where you group them and then once you do the factorization for them, and again you look for the common term for each. So this is how you do it. Thank you.